Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about an Amazon Prime show called Peripheral, episodes 1 and 2. Let's get into it, shall we? Spoilers! Alrighty. This show stars Abigail Breslin, and it's a futuristic sci-fi show. Well, put it like this: there's two timelines. How I've come to understand it after two episodes. And we're in the future of our time, which is like way in the future. And then there's 2100. So 2100 is the furthest in the future that the show goes. And then 70 years prior to that. So 20, like 70 something or something like that. It's weird. I know. But I gotta say, the show started off kind of boring, but then it turned real interesting. It was like, I don't know about this, and then by the end of it, I was like, I'm all in. By the end of episode 1, I was all in. But that first like 15 minutes, you'd be like, what's happening? I don't understand. It was kind of confusing. So there's this future timeline, 2100, where they have advanced technology beyond advanced technology. People got phone implants and all kind of stuff going on. There's cybernetics, robots running around, and apparently the ability to download one's brain into one of these machines and walk around. In 2060 or 2070, whatever it is, the future of our timeline, things are looking kind of bleak. There's been wars. The advancements in technology have already occurred. So there's a lot of fancy tech going on there as well, body implants and stuff like that, especially for soldiers. So it's a lot of vets walking around with different ability type things going on with them, I'll say. And yeah, so this young lady is trying to take care of her mom who's sick. She's gone blind, and her brother who's a veteran who, is not the best guy. Put it like that. Him or his friends. But they make money for their mother's medicine by playing these simulation games, where it's advancement in game technology, where you basically in the game. So of course they got haptic suits and all kind of stuff, so you can make it as real as possible, and all of that cool stuff, right? Yeah. So her brother gets a contract to do a job that's going to give them some money, especially for their mother's medication. But he sucked at the game, and the only reason he got the contract is because his sister helped him beat one of the levels of another game they were playing, and because he sucked, and she whooped everybody behind in that game. It was kind of cool, and so he got the contract. So she's doing the contract for him because she's the one who won it. They had a sim, what we thought was a sim. She thought she was in a game, y'all. She thought she was in a game, but she was really in the future. She come to find out later. She was in the future in a robot body after she had got attacked. Then she went back again because they had another job because they paid her for it and paid for the medicine and everything. Where she got her eye ripped out, but they was testing her to make sure that she didn't lose her brain function whilst in this body because everything feels so real, right? So no anesthesia, nothing. Then she got attacked because she saw something and people started hunting them down. So the future people, sent back a message on the dark web for mercenaries to go track her family down and wipe them out. Yeah, messed up. So this is when we find out that it's a whole future thing and not just the game, because she had to go back in there and find out what the heck is going on. And yeah, that's when we find that out. It's some rich people in the future. We also find out how they describe the timelines. Basically, if you wanted to say that their timeline in the future of 2100 is the prime timeline, they state that anytime somebody from the past enters the future through the haptic thing that they got and then go back, they create what's called a stub, or basically a branch off the main timeline, creating a new timeline, because that person's going to go back and of course they're going to change things, say things differently, might do things differently because of having been to the future with future knowledge. So there's a bunch of these stubs apparently branching timelines from the main timeline, and it's big money. where you go in and it's basically the branch timelines are the future main people's timelines video game. They're their simulation to see how things might play out, how things might work out, and stuff like that. But they up the ante by being more risky and dangerous and could possibly die. You talking about messed up, messed up. That's messed up. But it's nothing like the purge. The rich people playing games and people, messed up. So they want her, these rich people in the future, to find this lady that they're looking for that worked for this research center. She was the last person to see her, but she's kind of pushing the envelope a bit about them helping her because she's like, I don't know what y'all want. Why y'all in my timeline then? If I'm on a branch then, why y'all in my timeline so hard? And what y'all looking for? They don't want to tell her nothing. So we got our mystery. What do these people want in her timeline? We got camouflage vehicles. We got camouflage people. We got all kind of stuff. And of course, people in her timeline, it's like, what is this stuff? What is happening? And it's regular stuff in the future timeline. They also gave her a cure for her mother. Wasn't sure it was going to work, but by the end of it all, it did. It worked. So now she's committed to going in and helping them figure it all out. Gave them, the future people gave them $250,000, but the rich dude that live in a small town, of course, there's always one that think he runs it all. They've contacted him through his gaming system and offered him $10 million with a $2.5 million deposit on that to get started on taking her family out. So he didn't seem like he was into it, but once they put that deposit in his account, the 2.5, I was like, and he was like, maybe he will take up that offer and try to kill them, because the people, the mercenaries, her brother and his friends, they took them out so bad it was ridiculous, so bad, and they had future tech, messed them up hard. It was so cool though. It looks good. The special effects in this show is good. The writing is a bit slow, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. But the story itself is awesome. I think it's a great concept, and I'm enjoying it. Like I say, by the end of it all, end of episode 1, I was all in. And episode 2 just made me go even further. So I'm looking forward to finishing off this series. I will see you guys next time for more. In the meantime, have a great day.